If you're a complete beginner who wants to make money online, then you've probably watched endless amounts of top 10 ways to get rich videos on YouTube. Or you've never really had the guts to pull the trigger on actually starting a legitimate business, which is completely fine. But have you ever asked yourself why or what's holding you back from doing the thing that you're constantly dreaming of? Is it because you're scared, or is it because you simply have no knowledge on exactly what to do? So to solve this, in this video, I'll cover how you're going to overcome the fear of starting your first ever business. And not only that, I'll go over the 8 fundamental skill sets you need right now to start a successful first business right out of the gate. And instead of telling you to start a business and giving you the surface level information you've already heard from another guru on the internet, I'll show you how you're going to learn valuable skill sets and start implementing them. I'll go over the exact skills I learned to build a $100,000 plus per month business, and the same skills I've also taught tens of thousands of other people how to use to start, run, and grow their own business. And oh, by the way, if you watch this video from the beginning till the end, I'll give you a $12,000 blueprint for free somewhere in this video that will allow you to start implementing exactly what I'm about to teach in this video. So without further ado, let's start with the number 1 skill that you need to master, which is business fundamentals and principles. Because here's the thing, if you don't have something to sell that people want, then people will not buy it. Duh. I know that it sounds obvious, but 99% of entrepreneurs, they get this completely wrong. They start to sell something that they think that the market wants, not something that they know that their market wants. They go off their own biases instead of analyzing current market trends and where the money is being funneled into. And you want to make this even more powerful by having something to sell that people are dying for, and something that not a lot of competitors are selling. When you have something valuable that is also scarce, now you've hit gold. Let me explain exactly how I scaled my agency using this exact principle back in 2017 when I decided to start running and grow my own social media marketing agency. I basically started off selling Google search ads to roofing contractors in the United States, and it started off pretty slow. I reached out to people using cold email and cold calls, and I got mediocre results. And from the leads that did respond, a lot of them were simply not interested. Pretty much everyone told me that they already had an agency do Google ads for them, or they said that we've already tested Google ads and that it didn't work. And I knew that something wasn't right. All of them wanted more leads and sales, but they didn't want to do Google ads, or they had twisted views on Google ads just because previous agencies didn't deliver on the promises that they made. And this left me thinking, like, why? So now let's fast forward 45 days, and I got the idea to pitch something completely different. I knew that Facebook ads were working great in other industries, but no one was doing it in the roofing space back in 2017. So I started to analyze other marketing agencies, and pretty much no one was offering Facebook ads to roofers, specifically in the United States. So I decided to give it a go, and I created a quick pitch about why Facebook ads would help roofers completely dominate their competition and generate larger quantities and higher quality leads for a much cheaper price. And bam, interest right away. I closed my first $3,500 per month roofing client in the next 7 days of starting, and I was off to the races. And over the coming 6 to 8 months, I scaled my agency to over $50,000 per month in pure profit. At this point, my agency was a cash cow, bringing in a sustainable profits every single month of the year. So my point with this is that you have to learn the fundamentals first. Don't copy what everybody else is doing, because it won't work. You must sell something new and unique to your target market that they truly want. And on top of this, you obviously have to generate great results for your clients as well, because the one who provides the most value wins. It's very, very simple. So with this out of the way, let's continue to the next skill that you need to master, and that is learning how to build websites and funnels. Because truth be told, this is the first skill that I ever learned back in 2014. I basically joined a paid course by Alex Becker called SourceWave, where he taught beginners how to do SEO, or search engine optimization. Basically how to find out what people are searching for on Google, also known as keyword research, and then building websites that ranks highly on Google for that specific search term, so that you can get the most amount of website visitors as possible. And the whole business idea with SEO is to rank for keywords, get the most amount of traffic, and then monetize that traffic by selling your own products or recommending other people's products and earn commissions, also known as affiliate marketing, which is somehow seen as an evil business model after they called Tate's model like a pyramid scheme. Anyways, the course was great and it taught me pretty much everything that I needed to know. But more importantly, I started to rub shoulders with people who made made a lot of money online with SEO. And the first guy that I ever met, who eventually became my first mentor, was a guy called Ryan from Virginia, and he ran an Amazon affiliate business generating more than $150,000 per month. And back then I couldn't believe that it was even possible to make that amount of money online. And you have to remember that the YouTube and the influencer space was completely different back then. You didn't have a lot of information for free that you could learn from, nor did you have any big influencers talking about how to make money online. Anyways, I took my knowledge of SEO and building websites and started to work for free for my mentor. And in return, he taught me basically everything that he knew about how to make money online with Amazon affiliate marketing. And I started to build websites for him that started to generate between $8,000 to $15,000 per month each. And in return, I got a salary and a commission. And this is how I escaped the rat race initially. It was one of my absolute happiest days ever to this day, because I didn't have to work a normal job anymore. I could work online, be my own boss, which is basically what everybody's trying to do, to have financial freedom, time freedom, and also have location freedom so that you can travel the world without having a boss telling you what you can or cannot do. My point though with this chapter is that the skill that I learned back in 2014 to 2015 on how to build simple websites and funnels are skills that I still use to this day. And truth be told, learning how to buy your first domain and set up your first website or sales funnel is easier than ever. Because at the end of this video, I'll even tell you where to find an awesome course where you can learn how to do this all for free. But anyways, let's continue to the next crucial skill you need, which is learning how to use CRM, softwares, and AI to improve your workflow. Because everything online today consists of using different kinds of softwares, which are starting to gain more and more demand in the global marketplace. AI is also growing fast, it's here to stay, and you either learn how to leverage it or you get dominated by the people who do. But you not only need to learn how to use it, you also need to make sure that the high income skill that you learn is one that is recession proof and also AI proof, meaning that AI can't replace that specific task, at least for now, right? Because business owners know that they have to leverage softwares and AI to stay competitive in their market. However, a lot of them have no idea on how to implement softwares and AI into their businesses. For example, in my agency, we help residential roofing and solar contractors, and most of them have no idea how to use a computer or softwares. So what do? Well, they hire someone who can help them to implement all of the softwares for their businesses that they need to make more money. Now, learning what softwares and AI tools to use is a skill that will make you extremely valuable in the marketplace and in the eyes of others, but only if done correctly. So stick with me, because not only will you be able to leverage it for your own future business, but you will also be able to resell your knowledge about softwares and AI to other businesses as well. And learning about CRM systems is something that you will need as well. CRM basically stands for Customer Relationship Management, and it's basically a software where you normally store all of your leads, prospects, and customers. And there is a software out there right now that is taking the industry by storm. It's called High Level. It's basically one software that includes all of the software solutions marketing agencies need today. And I do have a free course that will teach you exactly how to use High Level for yourself and for your future customers. Again, it's completely free to use, and you will find the link in the bio here below. But again, more on that later in this video. For now, let's stay focused on the skills that you need. The next skill that you need to learn more about is organic promotions and how they really work. Because when starting a business, you will need to know how to promote your offer, right? And if you've already mastered the business fundamentals we talked about earlier in this video, meaning that you have something to sell that people want to pay money for, or something they really need, the next step becomes, how are you going to promote this specific service? Because when you're starting out, the best thing to do is to get a proof of concept, meaning that you want to get 3 to 5 businesses that believe in your offer enough to actually pay you money for it. And once you've sold your offer to 3 to 5 different businesses and you've delivered your services and they find value in it, now you have a proof of concept. You also have some cash flow coming into your business that you can use to reinvest in building more skill sets. Because the question obviously becomes, how do you get these first 3 to 5 clients? Well, the best way to start is through organic promotions. Basically reaching out to businesses manually using either cold email, cold calling, or cold DMing on social media. You could also use social media content to get inbound warm leads to your business. For example, starting a YouTube channel, sharing valuable content to your target audience, and in those videos, basically you pitch your services. And we'll talk more about that soon, all right? But my point here being is that you must learn how to promote your offer without having to pay for ads in the beginning. You have to learn how to get a proof of concept and generate cash flow by investing your time reaching out to potential customers to generate leads and sales calls. And again, you know the drill by now, but at the end of this video, I'll tell you exactly where you can learn all of this completely for free. The next valuable skill that you must master when you have cash flow and you have a proof of concept is paid media, which basically means learning how to run ads online. And the whole idea here is, how can you spend a $1 and make $2 or $3 or even $10 back? Meaning, how can you create a money printing machine that will constantly spit out a $5 bill every single time you insert a $1 bill? And you know, my first client that I told you about earlier, that roofing business, when I onboarded them, I had no idea how to run Facebook ads. So what did I do? Well, I found this guy named Thomas who was a media buyer, meaning that he was an expert at running ads or running Facebook ads, which is exactly what I needed. And he took care of the ads for this specific roofing business. And what happened? Well, we basically reduced their cost per lead from $150 per lead down to $10 to $15 per lead. And that specific roofing business, it scaled from $14 million per year to over $33.6 million per year in just 2 years by using our service. So that's the power of becoming really good at paid media. However, if you learn this skill, you will literally become a golden boy or girl for that matter for businesses out there, and they will gladly pay you a handsome amount of money for running the ads for them. You can make $2,000, $5,000, even $10,000 per month from one client by simply generating great results for them, which is a lot easier than people think. And it's also not as scary as a lot of people think. Just imagine this, right? This roofing business, they paid me $10,500 per month, and in return, they made millions of dollars per month. So do you think they found it difficult to pay me $10,500 per month for my services, which is basically less than 1% of what they were making? Of course not. They laughed their way to the bank. And honestly, looking back at it, I'm sure that they would happily send me even more money each month than I was asking for. However, I want to say this though, learning paid media can be tough. You have to learn from somebody who's truly a master at running ads to avoid burning your own money or your client's money. But of course, I got your back, because later in this video, I will show you exactly where you can learn how to master it from a master media buyer, and again, completely for free. Before we do that, let's talk about sales. Because here's the thing, right? It doesn't really matter if you have the best product or the best service in the world. If you don't know how to sell, no one will buy it, all right? And I remember how scared I was of sales when I started out, because my dad has been working in sales basically his entire life. He's a great talker and he's a very extroverted person as well. So I naturally thought that you had to be like him to become great at sales. And yes, it is true that a lot of salespeople are like my dad, simply because they are naturally attracted to the craftsmanship of sales, since they genuinely love talking to other people. However, over the years, I've learned that some of the most skilled, ninja salespeople out there are actually introverts. And I'm an introvert myself, and I thought that I was pretty much doomed at sales, but I've become pretty good at it. And now, honestly, I love sales. Because here's the thing about sales. People don't really care about you. They don't buy you. They buy the value that you have to sell. So let me clarify. Let's say you're the best salesperson in the entire world, but you're trying to sell a super old, broken car that nobody wants for a super expensive price. Well, basically nobody will buy that, right? However, on the contrary then, let's say you're a 16-year-old kid who's introverted, you have no sales experience, but you're selling Lamborghinis for $1. You would basically sell like crazy, right? And obviously I'm exaggerating here, but my point is this. If you have something to sell that people truly want, and you have a great offer for that specific thing, then people will buy it. The buyer will not care if you're a bit awkward or if you don't know all of the sales tactics. So hopefully this will change your perspective on sales. Sales is awesome, and it's super fun when you sell something that people truly want. Because again, it all goes back to the fundamentals and the basics of business that we covered in the beginning of this video. Now, let's move on and let's talk about one of the most underrated skills to acquire, and that is learning how to spot and adapt to social media trends. And I understand that you might think that this sounds like a weird skill to learn, but here's the thing. Everything is happening on social media right now. That's where the money is at. Everyone is spending more and more time on their phones and on all of these social media platforms out there than ever before. And if you can learn how these platforms actually work and what the trends are, well then obviously you can learn how to leverage it for your own benefit. Because where attention goes, money flows. And social media is the best place in the entire world when it comes to generating attention and money. And that's a lot of it. And there are so many young kids out there today who go viral on social media promoting something simple like $1,000 product. And I know know that it sounds scary to sell a simple product for $1,000, but hey, if they can make 500 sales per month, they make $500,000 per month. So why can't you? What's so special about them? And the truth is, nothing really. And in all honesty, it's all because of their massive reach on social media. Just look at Iman Gadzhi or Alex Hormozi, for example. Why do you think they pump out content month after month? Well, simply because they're printing money from it. They're building an audience that love and trust them, since they're sharing authentic, valuable content with their viewers. And in return, people happily give them their money, making them insanely rich in the process. And it's not like Iman or Alex Hormozi are evil for making people quit their 9-to-5 jobs and making them rich in the process. No, it's actually quite the opposite. They care, and I care, about helping people escape the constant rat race that's making people even poorer than ever before and more unhealthy than ever before as well. Because the truth is this, the ones who are running this entire scheme, they are the evil ones. They don't care about each individual, and they certainly don't care about the small loopholes in their system. As long as they keep the majority of people under surveillance and in the traditional workforce, they win. But that doesn't mean that you can't win also. You understand what I mean now? We can all reap the rewards and the goodness that this world has to offer. The next and final skill that I want to tell you about is video and personal branding. And this one goes hand in hand with the previous one, because learning how to handle a camera and do some simple editing will help you massively. And not only for creating content on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, but you will use video for pretty much everything in your business. For example, if somebody visits your business website, you should have a quick meet and greet video explaining to people exactly what you do and what you have to offer. Or if you're running paid traffic to a funnel, you will need to learn how to create a video sales letter or a VSL. It all comes down to learning the basics of content creation and how to use it to sell more of your stuff. It's a super valuable skill that you just must have as an entrepreneur in today's age. And obviously, with this skill set, you can also learn how to build a personal brand, which will again just 10x your reach and your traffic potential to sell more of your stuff to more people. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the 8 skill sets that you need to learn before you ever embark on the journey of starting your own business. These are the foundational pillars that will elevate you from having to restart your business over and over again. If I decided to learn these skills before I embarked on my own personal business journey, I would have saved an absurd amount of time, and I would probably have made a ton more money as well. So that is why I think it's super important for you as a beginner to start learning these valuable skill sets before you start your own business. With that being said, let's get on to the last piece of information that I want to share today, and that is something that I've gate-kept throughout this entire video, and that is my $12,000 gift to you. So throughout this video, I've told you about a free course where you can learn all of these skill sets completely for free, and that is inside of my free SMMA course. We have tens of thousands of students, over 750 5-star Trustpilot reviews, and hundreds of video testimonials. And on top of this, we have thousands of success stories from people just starting out a business, and they're starting to close clients worth thousands of dollars per month. More importantly, this specific course will teach you all of the skills that I mentioned in this video, and it is completely for free. So make sure that you join the course right now. You'll find the link in the bio. And once that is done, make sure that you watch this video because it will be crucial for your success. I'll see you there.